What's good? I'm Nomad the Native, and you are tuned into The Snippet, a comfortable spot where we let the art spark the conversation. I link with artists, and we take a deep dive into the emotions and context that drive our creativity. So, join us as we connect, collaborate, and converse here on The Snippet.
Hey, bro, welcome back. What's good? We at The Snippet. We're on The Snippet. You're watching The Snippet. And, like Disney Channel.
Kill.
um, I'm here with my brother. Oh, wait a minute. Who am I?
Who are you?
I'm Nomad. Nomad the Native. And I'm here with my brother, Rayonte.
What's good, Mo?
What you do, Rayonte?
I write raps.
You be like recording and performing them Jones too?
Yeah, I go to the studio to do that sometimes.
That's crazy.
That hurt.
That's crazy.
But
I love
we're
that for
rappers. So, you know what I'm saying? I be doing things. I win at life.
You win at life.
I win at life. I'm good at everything.
I'm gonna touch back on that in a second. Because I think that's an interesting point.
Mhm.
But before we do that, we gotta live up to the name of the show
The Snippet.
and play a snippet. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. They're gonna like the song.
I hope so.
It's a good song.
I like the song.
I don't make bad songs.
What's the song called?
Sliding. Featuring Lambo and Lil. It's a banger.
Shout out to Lambo.
It feels good outside too, so it feels like sliding outside.
All right, let's get it.
Driving through the sunset, gas on full, don't really know where I'm going yet. Sunlight selfies always lead to what you doing text. Fresh color tint fade, fresh locks, later got her rubbing my neck. She still rides shotgun, BF golden skin, I call her baby my honey bun. Sundown, downtown, walking amongst the city lights. Parlay to the next move, couple shots of tequila, got me feeling alright. Got my groove going Cusco, don't mess it up, ain't no pulling wrong levers. Wonder how my fist together is so clever.
I don't got Virgil on it.
That's all we got is a snippet.
It's a snippet.
Yeah, you was about to start like hitting the whole verse for real.
Nah, that's my banger, bro. We gonna play a snippet. It's like leaving the people hungry. It's like giving them a snack and not the entree.
Word.
Appetizers.
A little, oh.
You get me?
My nigga. All right, so like, why'd you pick that song? Why that section of that song?
When people hear my music, that's like the one that they go to and they gravitate the most because it makes them feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you feel pretty. It makes you feel handsome if you're a man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your, you know what I'm saying, your prerogative is. But yeah, that's the joint that y'all like. You go to, you feel, you driving around, it feels good. You play it in the crib, it feels good. That's the one of the jams.
What about that song made you feel good to like create it?
It's honestly me talking about a regular day. Driving through the sunset. It's like a Friday and you get paid, you put gas in your car. You don't really know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of just driving to find to figure out the move. And you just got a haircut. I had locks, but you know what I'm saying, I cut them. But we got a colored temp fade, you feel me? So a fresh colored temp fade. And we about to call the homies and like, what's the move? It's Friday. Feel like a Friday night.
So like on some mood music type shit.
Yeah. It's like visualization. Like you can close your eyes and see everything that happens.
Is that something that you do a lot with your music? Is like mood music? Like you trying to like paint a picture?
Pull up to the club, VIP, gas tank on E, all drinks on me.
Like, man, I don't know.
You see that, you hear it, and you can understand it. Like you like know exactly what's going on. So, gas on full, don't really know where I'm going yet. Sunlight selfies always lead to what you doing text. You're gonna take a fresh selfie because you feel handsome, and somebody gonna say, "What you doing?" Once you post it on Instagram, boom. So you feel me? It all works hand in hand.
I'm not mad at that logic. No, I'm not mad at that at all, bro. You say you're good at everything.
Good at life.
What else are you good at? Because I know that you do a couple different things. You've done different things.
All right, boom. I went pro in 2020 playing football. I'm training for a combine again. That's why I'm real swole right now. I roller skate. I'm like sweetness on road bounce outside. I'm getting my teeth together, so I'm about to be good at acting. I'm good at basketball, so you feel me? If anybody trying to hoop, I give you buckets. Baseball, you know what I'm saying? I probably could hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. What else can I do? I don't know. You name it, I'm probably nice at it.
Aren't you a scientist?
I got a biology degree. You feel me? Fun fact. Smart. HBCUs.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I'm
like,
a brother of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to the gangs. Olay. Good at life.
I'm not mad at this.
When the sky's blue, that's how tight I am, man. How often is the sky blue?
With you being good at all the different things, why'd you choose to do music?
All right, boom. I tore my ACL 2020. I had surgery 2021. And I needed a way to honor my best friend. And usually October 22nd, I'm always playing football. So I can go to the field. I'm playing in the game. I can honor him that way. Tearing my ACL, I had a lot of sit down time to sit with myself, and I hang around a lot of musicians like yourself and all our other homies, counterparts or whatever. And I decided to make a song. I went to Dewan Crooks and was like, bro, it's time. And I made the song called Fall. I dropped that October 22nd, 2021. That was the 4th year of my best friend's passing. And from that song, I kind of went on to everybody liked it. It put people in a perspective of like, I said things out loud in that song that a lot of people tend to like bottle up when death happens. They don't really question everything about it. Or so, you know what I'm saying? It's more so me telling everybody how I felt about my best friend out loud. Everybody knew how I felt about him already, you know what I'm saying? And he knew how I felt, but it was more so putting it in a song. And boom, I kind of felt like how rappers feel when they actually like have their like emotional song. I was like, cool, that felt good. So now it's me working on like my jump shot and shit by myself. So it's me working on my first album. So after the album drops, it's like, cool, now they're going to pick me on their 5 rather than me getting picked up by their 5 just because I'm cool.
Was that so? Like, I get it. So like, music for you is more of a sport.
Essentially,
It's just another sport for you to play and like expand your skills and
yeah, it's something
see
for
how
me
far
to,
you could take it.
yeah, it's something for me to just like, what can I do with this? Like, how far can I really go? So all right, boom, right? So I got 3 songs streaming, 4 because I got a feature. I got a song with Westside Boogie, who's my favorite rapper. And that was the 3rd song that I dropped. I dropped it on my birthday last year, May 2nd. And with me doing that, it made me realize like how tangible like people are. I treat people like people anyway, but like how easy it is to kind of like get to what I want. Shout out to FanDuel.
Hey dog, why did you just shout out FanDuel?
FanDuel sponsors my music career. Shout out to FanDuel.
Not literally though. Or is it
Shout out
literally?
to the parlays.
You be betting and like you be coming up on being able to pay for like features and stuff through
Easy
through
work,
parlays.
man. Shout out to parlays. I think who did it for me last year? It was a football Sunday. It was like December, and shout out to Austin Eckler.
Hey man, you know what? That's hilarious. So it's like you pivot one form of competition and you pivot one sport into another sport, like literally like, well, I'm not playing, but I can bet on it. And then when I take the winnings, I can bet on myself.
Hey, I know enough. You feel me? I know enough to get me places. And a regular work check, you know what I'm saying? I need something,
A little extra.
man.
Where does your confidence come from?
I look in the mirror every day and I just like be like, it gotta happen.
So
Like, if it's not me, who gonna do it for me?
who installed that mindset?
Sports. My peoples, you know what I'm saying? My father was like one of the ones that kind of like did his thing because he was an athlete too. So like growing up watching him play ball, growing up watching him like kind of like dominate niggas on the court or whatever. He not really like the biggest stature dude, you feel me? But he like they respect my father. So me growing up was like, oh, you hooping little moo? Go ahead, hey, listen to your father, dog. He wanted them. And then I ended up making a business decision to play football in college or whatever. But doing that, seeing how, you know what I'm saying, he kind of talked trash and, you know what I'm saying, did what he did. And then us kind of talking. And then my uncles, like, we kind of just, it was back and forth. It was trash talk all the time. So it was like, I'm going to be better than you. If not now, at some point. So I always wanted to win. So that's why I'm good at life.
So like you got to approach life like winning is something that you can make for yourself rather than anything else.
Absolutely. And it's always like, winning looks different in every different perspective. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in participation trophies either. I think participation trophies is bad for society. Be completely honest, bro. Why did the second team that won a national championship like 2 years ago have to go to the national championship after LSU? Because the vice president still liked her. Participation trophies makes you feel good. It doesn't make you want to like win. Like, dang, I need to go back to the drawing board.
I'm not mad at that logic. So you feel like there's no participation trophies in making your art as well?
Nah, like I gotta do it my way, and I gotta for how I see it, right? In my artistry, with me being here now, I need to be the one to, like I said, I don't gatekeep. I don't try to gatekeep myself. So I'm gonna put things out, and people are gonna like it, and people aren't gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? So the participation trophy in art is like, it's different because it's subjective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So some people are gonna like it. Everybody's not gonna like every song that you make. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So you kind of just find your niche and you shoot for your crowd, and if it hits other spaces, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. Like, imagine Panic at the Disco singing "I Write Sense Not Tragedy" and kind of seeing how big it is for the Black community.
Yeah, there's really no telling.
It's not their target. It's not your target audience, but we love that fucking song.
I mean, maybe we were their target audience and we just didn't. Anyway, that's a whole nother.
Bangers.
Yeah.
Is there any area that you doubt yourself?
That I doubt myself.
Yeah.
I think the start of a lot of things. So at the beginning, more so, I don't like to dip my toe into things. I kind of just like dive into the deep end. So that first initial, like, getting ready to jump off the deep end is like the doubt. But once I jump, we there. Like, you just put yourself in you feel me? Throw yourself in the fire.
At that point, you gotta swim.
Yeah, you got to. You feel me? It's
What does success and failure look like for you for what you're doing for your art?
For my art, a yes means that I was ready. A no means I wasn't ready yet. That's how I see it. So it's not like the difference in artistry and difference in sports is definite. It's like 0-0-0 on the clock. One team wins, one team loses. Art is subjective. So is it really a win or is it really a loss? You know,
Wait, a failing trophy?
a participation trophy is a fail, absolutely, because you're the first loser.
Is that beneficial in any way?
Yes, it's beneficial. You shouldn't get a trophy for participating. You only get a trophy if you win. I'm a 49ers fan. I watched 3 Super Bowl losses. I have never received a participation like t-shirt because we lost the Super Bowl.
You either get
Those shirts get sent to Africa. A loss, you know what I'm saying, in the game makes you go back to work on your game. It makes you go back to like figure things out. It makes you go back to look at yourself and figure out what went wrong. So I roller skate, you know what I'm saying? You roller skate sometimes too. We'd have been together. And as good as I am, I fail a bunch of times over and over again. But I figure out why I fail. And then, you know
how
what I'm
to
saying?
do
Practice
it better next time.
Exactly. So let's say, you know what I'm saying? If I'm playing basketball and I dribble left pull and it doesn't go in, I'm going to drill that, you know what I'm saying, until I get it right. But a loss is going to make you kind of look at yourself and figure out what you did wrong. A participation trophy is going
Pat you on the back despite you not having
it was
done
cool.
Yeah.
You can get here. Not you can win it.
So it sounds like it's more beneficial in your adolescence
Yes.
than it is when
The
you
development of things.
You have like do you use like outside perspective like that to assess what you're doing right and wrong, or is it like you just sit with yourself like, oh no, this didn't, like, as you're evaluating it yourself, like, no, this wasn't it. How do I go back to the drawing board with it?
Yeah. So I got my people that I like, my music homies that I kind of send music to. When I feel like something needs to change, well, like if I know a banger is a banger, I think I like, nah, this kind of the one, and I'll let them hear it. And I don't really ask for the opinion because it's subjective all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If it's peers that I like respect and I'll like send my music to, like, yo, what do you think? You feel me? Rather than like, here's a song, jam it. You know what I'm saying? Cause perspectives are different from my music homies because they hear certain things. They've been doing it for so long. I'm new to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So like I still revert to things as a fan. I try to make music from the fan's perspective rather than from like the rapper perspective, if that makes sense.
Like, you're more concerned with like appeal than like how songs appeal to people and how they're going to be received rather than what you have to say or the content of your message. Do those things compete?
No, I'd rather the content of what I'm saying be like the forefront because that's always going to put you in a feeling to revert back to.
Mm-hmm.
We go back and listen to like early 2000s music all the time because when we grew up, those are the songs that made us feel good.
I feel that. And I've been to your show, so I know that like there's a layer of nostalgia and like beat selection and the way that you pick your songs. You know what I mean? Like, how does it feel? What do you feel like or do you feel like there's any discernible difference between the engagement, the reception, the conversation around music that has more of that nostalgia factor from like the 2000s that you put out versus songs that are like Sliding, which is not connected to any sample, not connected to like an old type of production. It's its own thing entirely.
Yeah. So you use the nostalgia factor to capture the crowd, right? Boom. You use them, capture everybody. Now everybody's kind of moving and dancing. So now they're feeling you and they're into you. So now the crowd engagement is pretty good. Rather than me starting off with something that they never met me off before, you feel me? Especially if it's a bunch of new people. They never met me before. And they might not be just, I don't know, I got green hair, bro. So you feel me? Sometimes people don't be feeling certain things. And me doing like one of my mixtape jams, and everybody singing along with that captures them. And then once I go in a slide, it makes them bounce a little bit more. Like, okay, cool. His energy.
They're more open to it because you've kind of made them feel comfortable.
I made them comfortable in their space because now they're singing out loud, and probably whoever went before me or whoever's going to after me is going to make them feel the same way. So I perform from a perspective of, if I was a fan, how do I want people to perform to me? And I've watched out for so many damn years that it's just like I've sat in the background and kind of studied it. Like unconsciously just sitting there like, okay, cool. They do this and this. This is what people respond to. This is how everybody kind of moves, right? If I move to this way, you know what I'm saying? Are people going to like turn their heads and look with me? If I go into the crowd, who's going to participate? So now I know who's giving me eye contact, who's not giving me eye contact. The people that aren't giving me eye contact are the people that I got to work on. Boom. So that's the people that I got to go to and make sure that they're looking actually at me. The people that singing along, we're good with them. We're going to make them happy all night. That's the people that aren't paying attention that you got to, you know what I'm saying, capture.
I feel that.
Or took away from experiencing it?
All of my shows are experiences. You're going to feel good about yourself. It's going to put you in a space of like coming out of your shell. That's really what we want. That's my main focus. Like, don't try to be cool. Like, just be yourself. If you like something, actually like it. You know what I'm saying? Out loud, say that you like it. Genuinely like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what nobody else says about you because they're not feeling the same thing that you're feeling. And that's really my main thing about experiencing, and I think that's really why I'm good at life. And my goal is to be bigger than the area. So I make music, and like that's my main focus, is to be bigger than the area that we're in, because I feel like we're really bottled in. But also I think of things like, right, if some people hear my music in Cali and my music is big in Cali, cool, I'm about to slide to Cali, and now I got a space in Cali. And same thing with New York.
I feel it. Okay, so because I'm about to say bigger than the area sounds wild. It sounds
not
wild.
me being bigger than the area, but
like
my
you
music
don't
to outgrow the space.
You don't want it to be trapped in just being local music.
Exactly. So all right, boom. So think of like European artists, UK artists, right? When they come to America, a lot of Americans might not know their music or whatever. But when they go to different countries in Europe and, you know what I'm saying, Asia and all like that, they're selling out arenas. They're bigger than, you know what I'm saying, their area, their respective area. We're just kind of in our country.
Yeah.
The goal is to be international. And that's how you make it as a bigger artist. You might not be big in your space, but a bunch of strangers from, you know what I'm saying, wherever the fuck might like your music way more than the people like in your area.
How do you plan on getting the music? Like, how do you plan on reaching those people that aren't in the area?
Put the music out.
Just put it out and see where, let it travel on its own.
Whatever's gonna happen is kind of gonna happen. Just don't gatekeep myself.
I feel you.
You gatekeep yourself, you're stopping yourself, and you're stopping other people from kind of liking you. Perfectionism is a thing that's gonna like stop. It's gonna stop the people that really probably genuinely like things the most, because you want to make a certain tweak here or there. The people that might who heartstrings you really might tug on, you might miss it by perfecting something.
Holding it for too long. Trying to make it something that it currently isn't.
Hearing something at the right time is always important, and there's never really a right time. You just put it out.
I'm right there with you. I used to lean more into perfectionism, and it always gets in the way of like progress. Sometimes you gotta just do the stuff, do whatever, do that shit, and then however you get responses. I think that feels more athletic now that I think, like, from your examples.
It's like laying down at night, right? So laying down at night, you feel me? You about to go to sleep, and you get a bar in your head, but you don't write it down. And in the morning, you're gonna forget it.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it right there.
Yeah, them Jones come and go.
Boom. I did a mixtape. I mean, on my mixtape or whatever, I did a freestyle to Nonchalant by Westside Boogie.
Mhm.
I probably think at like midnight I was probably in my feelings. I was going to sleep, and that song was stuck in my head, and I think I had an opening bar. And after that, I started typing. I was like, nah, I gotta write this down.
And then it just flow after that.
Whole
Yeah,
2 verses right then and there. Boom.
I've had that happen. It's
Recorded
crazy.
Recorded it that Friday.
It's crazy. Yeah, I've had. Those would be some of my favorite jumps too, where it's like it really just happened to you.
Exactly.
Like I'm riding in the car, and a line will happen.
A line.
And then after that, and I think that can be a metaphor for like how sometimes not gatekeeping yourself. Like if you have something on your heart, you put it out. Just like lean into it, put it out. Because it could flow from there. You don't know what can flow after that if you just entertain it from the jump, as opposed to like, I'll sit on that and we gotta wrap it. We gotta wrap it up. But I feel like we gotta talk about this more, bro.
Be water, dog. It's one of my favorite tattoos.
Be like water.
Be water. Never dip your toe in, and never swim against the tide.
Just be the water.
Flow.
Respect,
Brother, man.
my boy. All right, y'all. Get out. Bye. Peace.
Games.
Driving through the sunset, gas on full, don't really know where I'm going yet. Sunlight selfies always lead to what you doing, text.